Hey guys, it's Bailey from Making Up the Midwest, and this is going to be a quick review of Tarte's Colored Clay Foundcealer 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and it's actually a set that is exclusive to QVC that you also get with a dual-ended bamboo brush. One is for the foundation and one is for the application of the concealer. This set retails for $35.18, so about $38 or $39 with shipping included. And the draw for me in purchasing this was that the Colored Clay Foundcealer is not only supposed to be a 2-in-1 product, but it's also supposed to color correct. So really, it is a serious multitasker. It contains multicolored clays to do color correcting all over your face, redness, dark circles, all that jazz. It's supposed to tackle it all so that this is the only product you need in the morning. First, let's start with the texture of this foundation. It's almost a mousse consistency, and so I was hoping one of two things when I found that out. That one, it would give my skin sort of a soft focus effect, as a lot of mousse textured foundations do, and two, that it would keep my skin matte during the day. It would provide a little bit of shine control like a lot of matte foundations do, namely the Revlon Whipped, which this is even more whipped than that, or the Revlon, a big one here, the Revlon Stay Matte, I think, foundation that's very mousse. This is a little thinner, but very similar to that, so I was hoping for some shine control. I applied it all over my face using the foundation side of the brush. It blends in very smoothly. It is very layerable. This claims to be a full coverage foundation. I would say that it covered my freckles, not the deepest freckles though, which is okay if you want to leave them bare and naturally shining through. However, it means that if you have some deeper hyperpigmentation that you are looking to cover, this is not quite as full coverage as you might want, if that's the case. After a once over with the foundation, I found that it really evened out my skin tone, gave me a nice natural but probably medium to full coverage. I did what they said to do, which is then go in with your concealer, either dab it on or put it on your back of your hand and apply directly with the brush. Either way, whatever you want to do. That is what I did in my under eye area, because I tend to have slight purpley blue discoloration there, and then I have a little bit of a breakout situation on my chin, so there was still some redness showing through the foundation. So I tried my hand with the concealer, and I found that it really did a good job at correcting my under eye discoloration. The one thing I noticed it didn't do was brighten, so you might need an additional brightener like the Maybelline or L'Oreal highlight pens if you really want that extra brightness in that under eye triangle area. And then on my breakout zone, it didn't quite cover all the redness, but it did a pretty good job. And I didn't notice it emphasizing any of the irregular texture that breakouts can cause throughout the healing process, so that's great. Side note, by the way, this brush was fantastic throughout the whole application. No shedding. It's very soft. The bristles on the concealer brush are nice and dense, so if you really want to pack on the pigmentation, it's great for that. Yet you do have this foundation on the other side to really blend those two areas out and make everything look super blended and flawless. But back to the foundation. After an 8-hour day, I noticed that it had developed a little bit of shine, despite my best wishes. Now, I wasn't like Shinezilla, but I would use a setting powder, especially in the under eye area, because I'm sure you'll be able to see in the before and after shots here that that is where I noticed most of the wear and tear. The second place is in my T-zone, and I have combination skin, just as a reference for those of you who are wondering. So I naturally have a little bit more wear in my T-zone anyway, and especially now that it's summer, it's gonna happen. However, I did notice that the moussey texture didn't really do anything in the way of preventing that. So I did notice a little bit of wear. Nothing I don't think a setting powder couldn't fix, but it definitely happened. Overall, for 35 bucks, you get the foundation and the dual-ended brush, and this foundation is 1.35 fluid ounces, and typically foundations, even drugstore foundations, are just 1 ounce, so you are getting a little bit more product than you would bargain for with a typical foundation. I say this is a great product to turn to if you are looking for something that's all-in-one and you don't have any major skin concerns that you want to try and hide, like major discoloration, hyperpigmentation, under eye acne, This is not a full coverage foundation, so don't look to it for that, but if you just want to even out your whole palette and do a little bit of color correcting along the way, this is a great product to combine them all together into one and get a great deal on the brush as well. You just have to be mindful of the fact that if you do have combination to oily skin, especially in the summer, you might want to set it with a powder, because you might experience some extra wear in the under eye / T-zone area. So I hope this review was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!